Hey, so my name is Clea Pearl Harrison. Just kidding, it's Clea. But no one ever gets it right on the first try. Thanks, Mom and Dad, I guess. That's what I get for being the first child. At least I named my little sister something pronounceable. Anyways, I spent the first 4 years in in Vancouver, and I loved it. But unfortunately, I only got a little taste of the city life, so hopefully I'll be headed back there after high school. I moved away from Vancouver to North Carolina, which is a state in the deep south of the USA. That's right, I did used to have an accent actually when I was little. The whole reason for our move was for my mom to get her PhD in African American history at Duke University. To my mom, our move signified the end of her long academic career, but for me, it signified my beginning as one because I got to start kindergarten with my accent and everything. My elementary school was legitimately the best thing ever, and I really do give it credit for why I love school so much now. I was really sad when my parents made us move back to Canada in grade 3. No more New Hope Elementary School. I decided to really quickly grab my yearbook to show you what my school looks like, because it was really awesome. I really liked it. So, let's see. New Hope Elementary. There's a little sneak peek of North Carolina. So I guess I would say that learning is my passion. I can't really imagine not being in school, or at least in a learning environment or some kind of academic environment. And that's why I want to have a career one day in a field that is constantly changing and growing. So for the past few years, I've been really wanting to be a surgeon. And it isn't at all because of Grey's Anatomy, although might have played a tiny role. Gonna admit, it's a pretty great show. And I feel quite passionate about it. I swear I cry like every other episode. It's just so sad. I have actual legitimate reasons for wanting to be a surgeon. And don't hate me, but they have nothing to do with saving lives. I want the challenges of making it there, the high stress situations. I want to be able to work with people at the top of their games, and of course, it would be pretty cool to get to stick my head inside an open body cavity. To be able to say I did that, not too many people can. It would be fun. For a while, I really wanted a scalpel to put on my wall just to signify, like, I want to be a surgeon. Here is my scalpel, here is my future. My parents, they didn't like it though, and they didn't get me one, even though I begged. Anyway, academics and career isn't everything for me. It's not all I care about, and living in North Carolina, combined with my opinionated family, has made me really passionate about so many more things. I'll start with racism. That's a really big one that really gets me. Not only has my mom devoted her life to educating herself about the negative effects of racism, and trust me, she has shared all of her knowledge with me, and so many things that I would have never thought had come from a racist background, or were racist that are, she has told me, and I just find it really interesting, and it's something that need to be educated a lot more because it's really bad, especially on the island, and I've lived in a really multiracial area of the world, North Carolina, and I definitely know what racism looks like. I hate how racist the island is, and how racist all of my peers seem to be. I honestly don't understand I don't understand why people think that racism is okay. It's horrible. And I personally feel that any amount or any form of racism, even if it was meant to be funny, it's a hate crime. I try my best not to be around people who are racist, but it's really impossible. I don't think I would have any friends if I made it my goal to completely stay away from racism. Yeah. I don't like saying it, but the amount of racism that I have witnessed on this island makes me feel unwelcome a lot of the time, and I am just really hoping that the rest of the world isn't. The same thing goes with homophobia. I don't understand how people can't accept same-sex relationships and that people are gay and love each other no matter what their gender is. I've accepted gay people and all of that all of my life, and that will never ever change. My grandpa's gay, and I think it is awesome. He's so happy, and so I'm really happy too. Sorry if you can hear crying in the background. It almost suits the mood, but my sister doesn't like going to bed. Another thing, I don't like going to bed either. I find myself, I get more inspired at nighttime. So, yeah. With that all being said, I think it's time to lighten the mood a little bit before I show you some pictures. I really love rowing, and I'm proud to have ugly hands because of it, because it shows that I have worked really hard to get them that ugly, if that makes any sense. Rowing's taught me to push myself to the edge, and that every second is important to getting what you want and to being the best. You can never give up, because that one last second can make it so that you win or lose, I guess. I also really love playing music. Piano and voice are my favorites. I take lessons, and I have for about 5 years for each one, and I really would like to keep doing it for the foreseeable future. Yeah, so music is a pretty fantastic skill to have. It's a universal language, and it's really, really fun once you get it.
My uncle was, and I kept my room straight. I told my mom, tears rushing down my face. She's like, Ben, you've loved girls since before pre-K. Tripping. Yeah, I guess she had a point, didn't she? Bunch of stereotypes all in my head. I remember doing the math, like, yeah, I'm good at Little League. A preconceived idea of what it all meant. But those that like the same sex have the characteristics. The right-wing conservatives think it's a decision, and you can be cured with some treatment and religion. Man-made rewiring of a predisposition, playing God. Oh nah, here we go. America the brave still fears what we don't know.
There you have it. Now you know a little bit about me, and there's so much more that I love and so much more that I hate. But here are a few things that make me who I am. Thanks for watching. Bye!